Okay, I think we're here. I told you it lags a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
uh, welcome to Any Last Words. I am your host, Joe, and my special guest tonight is Mr. Rocky Gray. Thank you for showing up, or not showing up, but for being here. I appreciate it.
You bet. You
Must have been
bet.
a long drive.
Oh yeah.
Uh, oh my gosh. Yeah, so before we really get started, I'm gonna let it pick up a little bit. Sometimes it takes people a minute to get their notifications, but it looks like we got a couple people already, so that's a good sign.
Awesome. Yeah.
I guess they're not too sick of me yet, or maybe it's because it's you. I don't know.
It ain't me.
Oh man, so you got a lot of stuff going on, sir, and I'm digging the shit out of it.
Thanks. Yeah, I try to stay busy.
You just recently a film that you worked on, 1031. You had a drive-in premiere for it not too long ago.
Well, it wasn't a premiere. It was just a free thing they started doing around here, just to give people some entertainment, while we're doing this COVID thing. But which is not too crazy around here. I mean, it's not bad here, but um, just for some entertainment, because all the movie theaters are not really. It's not full blown yet or anything. So the drive-in's been the way to go. So yeah, we did that. We did a free thing, and so people came out and watched a horror movie together. So that's good.
That's awesome. I love that. And we don't really have a lot of drive-ins anymore.
Yeah,
We do every
that's a
once in a
shame
while
too.
where I'm at. I know. I don't understand if it's because it's just too hot or people just don't want to sit in their cars or what. I don't know what it is. But they were always so much fun to go to when I was younger.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and it's something you do with
There's
your
still one
family.
here, but we have to drive like 3 hours for the normal, like one that's always open. It's like 3 hours away, and we keep, we've been up there once, but we're trying to plan to go out there again, because we don't know if this one's going to keep doing this thing, or because it's just kind of a pop-up drive-in thing that they've set up. But uh, but the one out there where we got to drive to, that's a cool one. That's a legit one. Uh, but yeah, I wish there were more and closer ones. There's nothing like it.
No, and it's a shame. It really is. It just seems like all the really fun stuff we had when we were young is just going away. And there was
Yeah.
nothing wrong with it. It was great. Like the here we have we had freak shows. Like we had the Venice Beach Freak Show, and that's no more. So
Oh
we don't have
wow.
like anything cool like that anymore. It's like, man,
Yeah. I mean, if anybody could have some cool stuff, I mean, it's out there in California. You got everything. You can do whatever. But
I wish we
yeah,
can do whatever.
you
Still pay
ain't
our
doing
taxes and we can't do shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I like the states back like towards where you're at and stuff. You guys seem like you can do a lot more out there.
Yeah, we do it. We pretty much do it. We try to be respectful, but we do it.
Right? And that's a good thing because I don't think people know much of what respect is anymore.
And they
They
gonna
just
learn.
really want to do what they want to.
They gonna learn today.
Right? Like let me show you something. Oh man. Excuse me.
Man.
Um sorry, soda. I need to stop drinking the bubbly drinks. It's not a good look. I don't have a Twitter, but I was trying to find like some extra stuff that I may not, know. And I saw you have a Twitter, and it says that you're a video game composer also, or you just
Yeah,
do the, like music for the video games.
yeah. I do music for the video game Killing Floor 2. I do a lot of music for that. Um, I've been doing that for several years now, and that's a lot of fun. I love doing that. I love doing music for the movies, but I don't know. There's something special about doing it for the game, because it's like here's these monsters. Make a song for them to fight to. That's awesome to me.
That does sound pretty cool. Rather than I'm gonna make this song and see where I can stick it, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, So is that what you wanted to be when you grew up? Was like a composer for films and video games?
Not really.
No,
Not really. I loved movies though. I mean, I
I
don't
could
know.
see in the background back there.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like you can open
yeah,
a Blockbuster soon.
yeah. I'm doing one in my garage, so
Oh, nice.
yeah. There's a lot of movies here, so they're all over the place.
Are you gonna have the
This is
membership
my
card?
inspiration here. So
Aw, that's cool.
yeah.
what's your favorite movie and what's your favorite horror movie?
Um, my favorite movie and favorite horror movie would be a tie, and they're both horror movies. That would be Halloween, 1978, and The Exorcist.
Okay. Exorcist, that's a really cool, and I've talked about this one with a couple people already about how that movie just changed so much for
Yeah,
horror from then on. Because
yeah,
I mean, just the reaction alone that people got, they were leaving the theater like with PTSD and they were sick and they were like, oh, I need to
yeah,
go back to church like right now and get baptized. Like, you don't come here, child, we're going. So but it's crazy because you know, I think it made people want to push a little, like where can we take this movie and what can we do? And the scoring in the movie was great too. The music was awesome.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, that movie is insane, and it's so cool. It's so cool that that was the movie that changed a lot of shit.
yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, when I saw as a kid, I saw it like this, like I mean, I barely saw the movie, but I heard everything. So,
Uh-huh.
as
Ooh.
as a kid, I'm just like, that was the scariest thing I've ever heard or seen or anything. And for a long time, it was actually scary to me till I was probably 17 years old. I mean, that was legit scary to me. But now I'm like, I just find everything that's cool about that movie, as an adult, and I can,
Mhm.
I know what's happening in this movie, and I know how it's done and everything. And man, it's just a masterpiece.
Yeah, that movie was insane. I love the effects, like everything. I was
Yeah,
just the only thing that would I mean, Linda Blair, even she was a child,
yeah,
and to have to do, I mean, some of those things was like, holy crap, really? You guys had a child do that? But
yeah,
it is what it is.
yeah,
Um, but just to do the things that she had to do to be this, possessed child, um, I thought that was amazing as well for, like I said, for being a child, like, oh, holy hell. Like,
yeah, yeah,
I can't pretend cry when I stub my toe. And this little kid's over here, like, vomiting and flopping on the bed, like she's being possessed. Like, oh my God.
yeah. That's some crazy stuff, and it leaves a lasting effect.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Ay, ay. So I had no clue that you were in as many bands as you were. I thought you were only in like four that I had known of, but I was
there
looking at
might only be a three now. It's really dwindled down over the years. I mean, I used to, if somebody wanted to jam, I'm like, let's do that. And but anymore, I mean, it's down to just a few now.
okay. Are you working with any artists currently? I mean, maybe not um like for yourself, but helping them.
Uh, I just wrote a record with Lindsay Schoolcraft. She was just till recently the keyboardist and backing vocalist for Cradle of Filth, and
Oh,
we did a
okay.
record. I think that came out last year.
Mhm.
I think so, or maybe first of this year. I can't remember. I got too much crap going on. But anyways, that's probably the last full like rock record that I worked on. Um, but the only live band I play with at all is Living Sacrifice. That's the only band I play live with, and we only play maybe once or twice a year.
Okay.
So it's calmed way down.
Now you can like sit in your own little space and just
Yeah,
instead of
yeah,
having to travel all around and probably not sleep or
yeah,
shower for days and
yeah.
malnutrition.
Uh, yeah, I've had it with all that. I mean, the traveling, man, it gets to me. I get homesick way too easy.
Oh
So
yeah,
so being gone for, I mean, to make a living on the road, I mean, you're gone for a little bit. So
right.
I that ain't for me. Not I mean, as long as I can make a living at home, I ain't leaving.
Right? I think that's what everybody's kind of trying to do right now too, or at least trying to figure out.
Yeah.
It's like it's kind of an opportunity for people to like, what can I do to not leave my house again?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
and
For sure.
what's the longest amount of time you've been away from home, like touring or traveling?
Mm, a couple months, I think. We would
Dang.
we would be gone 2 or 3 months. I mean, in the Evanescence days, that's the only band I really like toured like for a very very long time with.
Okay.
And we'd be gone, I'd say 2 or 3 months, and come home for a week or 2 weeks, and then be gone again for another couple months. We did that for about 2 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Oh
that'll
wow.
get you.
I bet. I couldn't imagine that. Oh man.
Yeah, so after we did that for about 2 years, and then we took a break and wrote the next record. So
Mhm.
that gave us like a breather, a good breather, before we had to get back together and start rehearsing and writing together and things like that. So that's about a year of just having a break, and then writing a record, and then right back to it. For I didn't last too much longer after that. Uh,
Ah.
I might have lasted another year after the second record. I was like,
That's really pushing it, but I think I
yeah,
might be able to commit for one more year.
yeah,
We'll see.
yeah, yeah. But yeah,
Uh,
that's a long time. It really is. I mean, before that, I was not gone longer than 4 weeks, touring with when I was full time with Living Sacrifice as a touring band. We didn't go over 4 weeks really, so that
okay.
wasn't that wasn't too bad. I mean, for going full time and making a living, trying to make a living, being gone 4 weeks, and you come home and do it all again, soon after. But it's not as like just relentless as it is with a big rock band, because you got everybody like just booking you to get out there. It's like they don't have to leave. They don't care. They will put you out there as long as you'll be out.
Yeah, because it makes them money. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
uh,
exactly right. I mean, you're making money, but these people in the back are making money just by staying at home and just getting you out there all the time. The longer you're out
uh,
there, the more money they can make. And nothing
exactly.
wrong with that. I mean, that's their job. But it takes a toll on your sanity after a while. It did for me, anyways. So
Man, I
it's
can't
it's rough.
imagine. Sheesh. Oh, Richard, we have a comment.
Uh
Richard
oh.
says, oh, well, we have two from him. The first one was Exorcist was huge back then. Today, it's all been done. And now you can live stream shows from your house instead of touring. So just
Yeah.
do a garage band. Just go back to doing a
Yeah.
garage band.
Yeah. We
Sell
should
tickets
we should
online.
do that. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, because you can. You could sell tickets for stuff online. Just sell it for like a private live stream or something like that.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
I mean, it takes things like what we're in right now to make that like to where everybody's like, "Oh yeah, I would do that. I would totally watch that." But when
Mhm.
everybody's, doing whatever, like normal, it's a little harder to sell like, "Oh, I'll just watch it on YouTube." I mean,
Yeah.
you know, nobody's really buying, some tickets to watch the bands when you can just see it on YouTube. I mean,
Okay. I gotcha.
but
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be nice if people didn't have to, leave the house, and had a situation where people would, you know, pay $5 to watch the show. you know.
Yeah.
But it's not. I mean, it's totally different, you know. So it is it's a hard sell, but it's still fun to watch, I guess.
Yeah.
We ain't got nothing
N-
else to do.
Right? We're sitting at home trying to figure out shit to do right now. Richard
And yeah,
also
and yeah,
said,
yeah, the Exorcist stuff. I mean, after that, you know, it has all been done. But I have to say that like films like The Exorcism of Emily Rose
Mhm.
can really, you know, put their own stamp on it and do something really cool with with the whole exorcism idea. Um,
Mhm.
I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt that. I mean, that's based on something that actually happens, so that there's an idea there already they can expand on.
Mhm.
But there are some, you know, it's all been done. You know, everything's already been done now, but
Yeah. And now they're trying to
people are
redone it.
still getting creative. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm really hoping for, some really, really good horror movies to come out soon that are just going to leave another mark.
Yeah.
There's some really cool ones that are coming out pretty soon. I forget the name of it. I just saw the preview for it. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but it's basically this couple moves into this house and like they want to try to have a baby, and then there's like a special room in their house that like gets them whatever they want, and they get like really like gluttonous with it, like they're just getting everything and it doesn't matter, and then they get a baby, and somebody tells them like, oh yeah, the last people who lived in this house were murdered. Oh, and
No, I have not seen that.
yeah, and they're just saying like, they're like, yeah, this house will give you all this stuff, but you can't take it outside. And then they show them like with all this stuff they have, and they walk outside and it like turns to dust and goes away. And I think they took like the baby outside or something, and the baby went,
Oh, snap.
yeah. So that was like a really cool movie that, I forget the name of it. I just saw it again
Oh,
today,
wow.
but it looked really cool. It looked
Yeah, I got to
really
check
different.
that out.
So
That's a good
hopefully it's
idea.
good. Hopefully they didn't give too much away. So
I'm sure they did.
probably like that's how we're gonna get them to watch this movie. We're gonna interesting parts of I hate that too when they do that in the trailers.
Yeah.
It's like, damn it, all the best parts were in the trailer.
It's hard to pull the people in if without that. I get it. I mean, we don't have to like it, but I get it. How, you know, if you don't show them the cool stuff, it's like it's so hard to get people, you know, butts in seats now. So
Yeah.
I mean, giving them the good stuff, I guess, you know, at least little pieces of that good stuff. It's kind of gotta be there. But I miss the days of, you know, being a little bit and, you know, ambiguous with what's exactly going on here. You know, I get the
Mhm.
story, but, you know, obviously I didn't see everything that's happening. You know, like leave you with some questions or something. But
Mhm.
there ain't a whole lot of that in trailers now.
No. Richard says Dust Baby movie sounds original. I like original movies. Dust Baby movie, Richard, is that what we're calling this now? The Dust Baby movie. Have you not seen the previews?
Yeah,
Oh my god, it's
yeah,
great. It's Dust Baby. Should check that shit out.
heck yeah.
Uh, so so you've done a lot of scoring, or I guess you call it scoring for
Yeah,
films.
yeah,
How many have you
yeah.
worked on already? I know you've done you're doing Red Summer Massacre, or are you just affiliated
I
with that one?
I think they abandoned that project. Uh,
Did they?
the last I heard, I thought that I mean that movie's been a little wishy washy with what exactly they're doing. But the last I heard, I'm maybe I'm not sure, but the last I heard that they weren't doing that project. Death Board I just did. Um, Robo Woman.
Robo Woman.
I did. Yeah. What else?
So like RoboCop's wife or future wife, like a backstory.
Something like that. Uh, there's a few I just did here. We're working on Don't F in the Woods Part 2. We're finishing that up. Yeah, that's Stranded is next after that. It's a Bigfoot movie. Um, but
Nice. We don't get a lot
I
of those.
no.
I like
but it's been
jazz.
busy. Yeah, it's been pretty busy lately. But I don't remember how many movies I've done now. I have to check my IMDb because I forget. I forget how many there
You're
is.
a busy man, dude. Like you've got a lot of shit going on. I love it. I do. Do you even sleep though? Like, or is it just like mini power naps,
I
like sporadically throughout the day?
no, I do it all at once. Because I probably won't get a nap. Uh, I try sometimes, but it's very rarely I get a nap. But yeah, they're. I mean, when we're working on a movie and there's a deadline, there will be some late nights sometimes. I mean, you might sometimes I'll get started after dinner, so maybe 7, 8 o'clock and in the evening, and then I'll go till. I mean, if there's a deadline, I'll go till 9 or 10 a.m. the next day, and then we may have to fix some stuff after that too. So so it's always different, but not hadn't been sparse. It's been pretty consistent here lately, which is cool. I'm okay
Yeah,
with that.
totally cool. Is there a project that you've got coming up soon that you're looking forward to working on?
Um, what's coming up? I don't even remember what's coming up. I don't have my calendar in front of me, so I don't even know. My memory's so bad.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
But
asking horrible questions.
no, 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 it's cool. I don't know. Stranded is coming up. The Bigfoot movie.
Mhm.
That's probably the next one. I have a Scream fan film that I'm finishing up. Um, I've got a little bit started for that, but I had to finish some other. I had to finish Death Board. Yeah, Death
Okay.
Board first, and then there's a Scream fan film that I'm helping Brett Dieger, the director of Bone Jangles. He's got a Scream fan film that I'm helping him with. So doing the
Very
music for
cool.
that. So yeah, that'd be fun.
That sounds super cool. Richard said, would you, oh my gosh. Okay. I should have read that first. Would you score Dust Baby 2 if given the chance?
I'm gonna need to see the overview on that, and I need to see the first one first.
Right. Gotta see what we're working with before we commit.
but my interest is peaked, so I will check it out.
I'll figure out what the name of Dust Baby is. So, oh my gosh. Now we have to make a movie called Dust Baby. So has to happen now. Oh man. Oh, I saw you just recently won an award.
Oh, yeah, there was a nomination for the Juno Awards in Canada. That's the record I was talking about with Lindsay Schoolcraft from Cradle of Filth. That's the
Mhm.
record we worked on. Was nominated for best metal album or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was nominated for that. I don't. It was canceled. The award ceremony was canceled, so I don't
Oh,
know if they went ahead and chose a winner. I don't know the outcome of that. Um,
hmm.
I just got the nomination certificate, so I don't know if there was a winner chosen or anything because when
Okay.
they showed up, they flew into the ceremony and the COVID thing had happened and they shut everything down. So they flew out there for nothing.
Uh,
So
stupid
yeah,
bat virus. Stupid fake bat virus.
stinking
Oh,
bats every time.
damn, bats ruin everything. Get rid of all the bats.
Bats are cool. I mean,
No, bats are cool. They're like rat puppies with wings. So, uh, and so you have a record label, no? Crime
uh,
Wave.
um, that that was a label that
Mhm.
I had a long time ago.
Uh,
Um, that was for like a bunch of these rap projects that I was working with my brother and I had a band called Fatal 13. and so we put out some records on that, and some hip hop stuff from friends and stuff like that. But I put everything out of mine on the label Grey House Recordings,
Mhm.
is what I put my stuff out on now. The Crime Wave thing was basically just for that Fatal 13 stuff, but we stopped doing that. I got too busy, so it takes so
You
much
got
work to
too
do that
busy for
stuff.
something?
What's that?
You got too busy for something?
Oh yeah, the
You
one
switch.
time.
How can you not? No. Oh man.
Yeah.
And so you play a lot of instruments. I don't know if this is true or not, but I read that you play a lot of instruments.
Was it on Wikipedia?
Well, I'm pretty
Lies.
sure.
No,
That's what I'm asking. Like, is that true? Like, even the
no,
stuff on Twitter.
I play stuff. I mean, I play whatever. I mean, if I need to play some keyboards on something, I'll play that, or guitars, bass, you know, whatever it is, I'll figure it out. But the main things are drums and guitar. That's the main thing.
Which you're fucking awesome at, because yeah, I
Thanks.
I watched you like when I was like, I don't know, I think you guys came out when I was maybe like 18, 17 or 18. And my older brother got me into you guys because he thought Amy Lee was hot as shit. So he's like, oh, you gotta check this band out, dude. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'm used to like Metallica and Slayer and stuff. And I'm like, okay. And I was like, hey, I can dig this shit. I like this. So, and then We Are the Fallen.
Yeah.
I like that band too. And yeah,
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. That was a lot of fun doing that band.
it looked like you've had a lot of fun. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
what's the what's like the craziest show you've ever played, like with any band or whatever? Like, what's the craziest one that sticks out in your head?
I don't know. Maybe when we played this place in Greece. I mean, they're all kind of a blur when you play arenas and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So a lot of these shows, I mean, I don't know one from the other half the time, but we Evanescence played in Greece, and the way it's set up, it's like these. It's on like this mountain. You're in a valley, so like the band is playing right here, but there's like the audience here, but there's also people all the way up, and there's like these little fires and stuff all up in the. It was crazy. It was kind of weird, but in a cool way.
Yeah, it sounds like a little bit like ritualistic, if you will.
It's I mean
People with like
it's
torches and like altars and shit, like on the crowd.
uh, I
That's
don't
all
know
I'm
exactly
picturing.
what was going on, but yeah, there was like little fires, like little bonfire things or something.
Is it like
Um,
cold or anything, maybe? I mean, you guys probably get
it
hot on the
no,
stage with all the lights and running. Well,
no, it was a normal day,
interesting.
but it was just something they do, I guess, in that particular area. I don't know if that's something that happens all the time or what, but
Huh.
that one stands out as something different than normal.
Yeah. That's very, like I said, that sounds a little like just the way me picturing it as you're talking. I'm like, that sounds like they're gonna sacrifice a goat somewhere on that mountain.
It was. I have no idea. They might have been wearing an animal mask and all kinds of stuff. I don't know.
Some like eyes wide shut kind of shit up there. Who knows what's going on? You guys didn't know it. It was an Illuminati party. Gotcha.
I didn't know. Yeah, see, we just show up and play and don't even know.
They're like, we're just here to do a job, get paid, and go home eventually. So,
Fidelio.
Richard said, "Get that fire pit going." And Jesse says, "Hi, Jesse. Thanks for joining us." And he also says, "Eyes wide shut." Haha.
Yeah.
um, if you had the opportunity to die in a horror movie, how would you want to die? Like, what do you think would be the coolest way to like exit the building?
Hmm. Maybe like Scanner's like head explosion. That might be kind of cool.
Oh, Like their eyes start
Red,
boiling.
red misted.
That's cool. I try to ask that question when I can think about it, because I like asking weird questions. So that's cool though. I haven't heard that one yet. Usually it's like, oh, die in the woods, like stabbed or something.
That's fine too.
Yeah, that's like cool. But I like that. A head explosion.
Oh.
Let's see. I had written down some questions, and I think I asked a lot of them already, and then some random crap. Oh yeah. All right. So, are you a conspiracy theorist, or is that like a joke?
No, that's for real.
Okay.
I mean, I'm
Okay.
just I don't know if. Yeah, I guess that's correct.
Not like a
'Cause
certified.
I just get in.
tinfoil
I
hat.
get it. I get it. Yeah, I get into all that. I love UFOs and like JFK and 9/11 and man, you name it. I probably looked into it. Yeah, Illuminati stuff like that. Eyes Wide Shut stuff. I like all that
Right.
stuff. I like just seeing what I'm interested.
Okay. Cool. What's the craziest one that you believe, or that you think has a good amount of validity
The
to it?
craziest one I believe. I mean, UFOs are there. I don't know what they are, but they're there. So, I mean, I don't know if that's actually a conspiracy theory now, since it's getting talked about on the news.
Mm-hmm.
But that's probably the craziest one, because it's like, well, if is this like interdimensional stuff, or which is probably the most likely thing, not like from a certain planet or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty weird. So that's.
I think that's probably.
I'm into that. I can get down with that.
Okay. I think that's probably like the next big thing that's going to happen is, like, we had COVID, we got rioting. We're going to have like Mars attacks or some shit happen. They're just going to like stroll in the middle of Vegas. And
We just got to figure out what record to play to blow their heads up.
All right. We'll come to you for that. We're like, well,
Yeah.
we need to get all this shit. We need to get fuckers out of here. The government is relying on you right now, brother.
I'm in.
Not from America. So.
I'm doing my part.
Right? Yeah, you're not the aliens.
Would you like to know more?
Oh man. What is a conspiracy theory that you absolutely think is just the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard?
It's a lot of them. I don't.
Yeah.
As much as I like checking it out, I think Mandela effect is probably the. I don't know.
Yeah, some of those.
I dig it though. I mean, because I totally remember things that, when you look into it, it's like, no, you're wrong. I mean, here's the proof that you're wrong, and that's kind of weird. But then I just accept that I just have a bad memory. Along with millions of other people that remember it wrong, just like me.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. It is kind of funny. It's kind of funny. My gosh, have you heard about that Pizzagate?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about that one?
I think if we talk about it, we're gonna get shut down right now.
Yeah, that's true. So we'll just say yes. We won't say any triggering words on the internet. We don't want the algorithm picking this shit up and like exit, push to the back.
That
Lance
stuff is crazy.
Yeah, it is. That's really crazy. Lance says faves, and thank you, Lance, because Lance is the one that pointed out that I put your name wrong on the post today, and I was like, oh shit, it's too late to change that. And I was like, this guy thinks Lance. No, I appreciate it, because I hate when I do things like that. And today's just been such a weird day. My brain's half melted from almost 110 degrees today, so I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Like, sorry, man, I wasn't trying to be a
No,
jerk.
that really does. It happens like pretty much every time that I have to, give my name and they write it down. It's like on my coffee wrong. It's like Gray. It's Grey every time.
Yeah. Shit. Oh, Richard wants to know, what's your thought on the JFK assassination? Do you think there was multiple
Um,
shooters? Do you think it was one person? It might have been Woody Harrelson's father, maybe. I don't know.
uh,
I like
um,
that stuff too. Sorry.
that I think there's only two options. That Lee Harvey Oswald is an incredible shooter, which apparently, according to his records, military records, he is not. And the other is that there's probably, I think, four shooters.
Whoa, really?
There's three or four. One,
Wow.
two, three, four. I think there's four shots, and I think they're in two different, definitely in two different directions. So either two people are shooting twice each, which that's possible, or several people are shooting once each,
Hmm.
trying trying to make sure. I mean, if you're gonna plan that out,
Yeah.
but you also might want to plan out with as less people as possible.
Right.
So, I
Less
mean,
people to kill, less mouths
why
to
not?
talk.
Why not just tell us? I mean, all
It's already done. It's
the
been so
people know
long.
about this, so
Yeah.
um, I know they released some stuff, but there's still like redacted stuff, I believe.
They black out a
So
lot of
yeah,
things.
till we see the unredacted, I mean, we can just keep guessing on that. I mean, it's not hard though. They can just say, "Here's the whole thing." I mean, here's what
Hmm.
happened. But then, you know, uh, we might not trust so much in certain governments.
Yeah. Then it turns into like, well, you lied to us about this, but also yeah. Maybe some other riots may happen after that. Who knows? Gotta be careful. Sit here and wait for the aliens.
You never know. Yeah.
uh, Jesse says, hectic films, hashtag the video store. Our film is about aliens attacking Bakersfield. I haven't
Nice.
seen that one yet.
What is that called?
Video store. It's actually by Ricky Bird. He's a local filmmaker here in Bakersfield. He's very talented, very cool guy. I had him on not too long ago to promote his new film, Booze, Broads, and Blackjack,
Okay.
and talk about his because I remember seeing his stuff when I was younger here in town. Because I'm as a growing up a little bit, I know that the punk scene was really big, and they would just plaster like like the flyers everywhere. And one day I was driving downtown and there's these flyers, fresh flyers like posted everywhere and it says Naked Zombie Girl. And I was like, that's a weird punk band name, but I kind of dig it. And then come to find out it was a movie. And I was like, oh shit.
So the new movie is called Video Store.
Yes, the video store or video store? The video store.
Is that out?
It should be out already, I believe. Jesse, if you're still watching, let us know where we can watch it out if it's out. I want to say it is out. So we'll find out.
Check that out. That sounds cool. I like video store stuff.
Yes. I still want to go to that like what's the last blockbuster in the
Oh yeah,
United
yeah,
States.
yeah, yeah.
Alaska or something, isn't it? Is it Alaska?
I'm
It's
not
somewhere.
sure. There was one in Alaska. I don't know if that's the last one.
Okay. Oh, Lance Wagner says, Joe, make sure Rocky knows I said thank you for 1031 Part 2. 1031 and 1031 Part 2 are both so well done.
Thanks.
And
I
Richard says
appreciate
it's
that. That's nice.
Aw. Lance is a cool guy.
Yeah,
So
yeah, he's
Samantha's
awesome.
is cool too. I'm trying to work it out. It's so hard when there's time zones, they kind of get in the way.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
and I know they do their own stuff too, and they have lives, and work and everything. So I'm just trying to
yeah.
get them on.
Which
So
Lance is that? Is that Lance Daniels?
Lance Wagner.
Lance Wagner? Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'll have to pay attention. I need to get on the old Facebook and make sure I say hello to all these guys.
Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes we get busy and can't keep up with social media because,
Yeah.
and then social media itself just has so much shit going on. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with this anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when there was like dial up and you had to sit and wait 15 minutes just to get on the internet. It's like, now you can take it everywhere with you.
Yeah.
It's too much. It's an overload.
Yeah.
Richard said Oregon. So I'm assuming that's where he means the last Blockbuster is at.
Oregon. Yeah. That sounds right.
Yeah. And Jesse says, I guess this is in regards to the video store. Parts have been put into an escape room monitor that looks like a video store. We're still working on a short film, final edit for the video store for when the world stops tripping. So
I heard that.
that's pretty cool. It's in an escape room. That's cool. And it just
cool.
looks like a video store. I like that. I can dig that. And Lance goes, Pacific time zone. Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry. Can't help it. That's why we pay so many taxes, so we can have different times than you guys. Sorry.
Time zones. What is this time zones you speak of?
Yes, the Earth is flat. Don't you know this? We don't need time zones. So
Hey, that's a good one. That's another good one.
Jeez Louise. I don't know quite how I feel about that one. I have my own little weird theory about how all this is. I'm sure I'm completely wrong, but I feel like, you know how, sorry, I'm not stoned, so I don't know if I can articulate this properly, but but you know how like cells have cells that have cells that have cells, and it's just like basically never ending in a sense, you know, like we have, you know, cells that have cells that have cells, and it just keeps going. What if like the Earth is just like a cell within a bigger cell within a bigger cell, and it just kind of keeps bubbling? I don't know. That's my weird theory. I don't know. I don't know if I believe that either. It just makes sense to me, I guess.
No, nobody knows. That's the whole thing. I mean, if it was a solid fact, there would be no actual facts to dispute what was supposed to be factual. So that's where it gets kind of weird. It's like, how can this be factual and this be factual? I don't know. I like that one though. Flat Earth stuff's crazy. That is some crazy stuff. Yeah. I like seeing the proof on that though. Like people actually, trying to make their point. I get it. I get the point of it being round. I mean, if you look at a picture that somebody shows you on the internet, it's round.
Right?
It's round for sure.
Yeah. And
so
they're all
who can dispute the internet? I mean, really.
Yeah, it's got to be real if it's on the interweb. I mean, come on, duh. So we don't have encyclopedias anymore. Because that's all fake news. That shit didn't really happen.
Lots of fake news.
Yay. Well, sir, I know you got some stuff you got to get going for in the morning. But did you have anything that you wanted to have anybody check out, like in particular, before we go?
Just hit me up on all the sites. I'm mostly on Facebook. I do Facebook mostly, Instagram and Twitter and all that stuff. But rocky-gray.com has all the links for all that stuff, and you can check out all my stuff on Spotify. But hit me up on Facebook and say hello.
Okay. And it's GRAY, not EY. Don't be a Joe about it.
I appreciate you having me on.
I appreciate you being on. I was so excited the whole day because, like I said, I'm a fan. I'm such a big fan. So I'm just happy.
I appreciate you listening.
Thank you. And like I said, I appreciate you being on. You guys check out Rocky Gray, GRAY. Lucky-gray.com, and then you can check all his shit out at once. So, and yeah, and I'm gonna keep you guys posted on some other shit he's gonna have going on soon, so we can all keep in the loop together.
Yeah.
Do you have any last words, Mr. Gray?
Bye.
Okay, bye. Have a good night, guys.
See ya.
See ya. Good night.
See ya.